Social and Religious Reformer Part 8. Welcome back to VMMARR, where we explore the fascinating world of Indian science and history. Ramanuja, a prominent Hindu religious reformer, was born in the 11th century in a small village called Sriperumbudur, Chola Empire, in present-day Tamil Nadu, India. Let's delve into the earlier life, contributions, philosophy, and legacy of Ramanuja and his journey towards becoming a significant figure in Hindu philosophy. Ramanuja was born into a devout Brahmin family. His parents, Kesava Somyaji and Kantimanthi Devi, were deeply religious and instilled in him a strong sense of spirituality from a young age. As a child, Ramanuja displayed exceptional intelligence and a keen interest in religious scriptures. At the age of 16, Ramanuja traveled to Kanchipuram, a renowned center of learning, to study under the guidance of Yadava Prakash, a well-known Advaita philosopher. However, Ramanuja soon realized that he had fundamental differences in his understanding of Vedanta philosophy from his teacher. Rejecting the concept of absolute monism advocated by Yadava Prakash, Ramanuja developed a deep conviction in Vishishtadvaita, a philosophy that emphasized the existence of an eternal, personal God and the individual souls being dependent on him. Ramanuja's thirst for knowledge led him to seek out another revered teacher, Yadava Prakash's own guru, Guru Govinda, who was an ardent devotee of Lord Vardaraja. Under Guru Govinda's guidance, Ramanuja delved deeper into the teachings of Vishishtadvaita and refined his philosophical ideas. During this time, Ramanuja also became a disciple of Periya Nambi, a renowned Vaishnav saint. Periya Nambi not only imparted spiritual wisdom to Ramanuja but also initiated him into the sacred mantra of Tirumantra, which is considered a powerful symbol of devotion to Lord Vishnu. After completing his studies, Ramanuja returned to his hometown of Sriperumbudur and began disseminating the teachings of Vishishtadvaita. He attracted a large following of disciples who were captivated by his profound knowledge, humility, and devotion. However, Ramanuja's growing popularity also drew the attention of orthodox religious leaders who were skeptical of his teachings. They saw his philosophy as a departure from traditional beliefs and sought to suppress his influence. Ramanuja faced significant opposition and persecution from these orthodox factions. Undeterred, Ramanuja continued to spread his message of inclusivity, emphasizing that devotion to God and service to humanity were essential aspects of spiritual life. He traveled extensively, visiting temples, engaging in philosophical debates, and inspiring people with his teachings. Ramanuja's compassionate nature and commitment to social welfare were also evident in his efforts to uplift marginalized communities. He actively worked towards breaking down caste barriers and promoting equality among all individuals. His deep-rooted devotion to Lord Vishnu and his tireless efforts to reform Hinduism earned him immense respect and reverence among his followers. Ramanuja's influence extended beyond his lifetime, as his teachings continue to shape the philosophy and practice of Vaishnavism to this day. Significant contributions to the development of Hinduism. Vishishtadvaita philosophy. Ramanuja's most significant contribution was the development and propagation of the Vishishtadvaita philosophy, also known as qualified non-dualism. He emphasized that the individual souls, jivas, and the supreme reality, Brahman, are distinct yet inseparable, with the jivas being dependent on Brahman. Bhakti and devotion. Ramanuja emphasized the path of bhakti, devotion, as a means to attain liberation and union with God. Ramanuja popularized the practice of bhakti as a central aspect of Hindu religious life. Inclusion and equality. He actively promoted the idea that anyone, regardless of their caste or social status, can attain salvation through devotion to God. Ramanuja challenged social hierarchies and encouraged the participation of all individuals in religious rituals and worship. Revival of temple worship. Ramanuja played a crucial role in revitalizing temple worship and rituals. He emphasized the importance of temples as sacred spaces for devotees to connect with the divine. Ramanuj promoted the idea of temples as centers of community life where people could gather to worship, learn, and engage in religious activities. Commentaries on sacred texts. Ramanuj wrote extensive commentaries on important Hindu scriptures such as the Brahma Sutras, the Bhagavad Gita, and the Upanishads. His commentaries provided detailed interpretations of these texts, offering insights into their philosophical and spiritual significance. Some key aspects of Ramanuj's philosophy and his lasting impact. Vishishtadvaita philosophy. Ramanuj's main contribution was the development of the Vishishtadvaita philosophy, which means qualified non-dualism. According to this philosophy, the ultimate reality, Brahman, is not an impersonal entity but a personal deity with infinite auspicious qualities. Ramanuja emphasized the essential oneness of all beings while acknowledging their individuality and dependence on Brahman. This philosophy reconciles the concepts of monism and dualism, providing a unique perspective on the relationship between God, individual souls, and the material world. Bhakti and devotion. Ramanuj placed great importance on bhakti, or loving devotion, as a path to spiritual liberation. He emphasized the significance of developing a personal and emotional connection with God through acts of devotion, such as prayer, worship, and surrender. Ramanuj popularized the practice of bhakti as a means to attain union with the divine and inspired countless devotees to cultivate a deep sense of devotion in their spiritual pursuits. Inclusivity and equality. Ramanuj challenged social and religious hierarchies prevalent during his time. He advocated for inclusivity and equality by rejecting caste-based discrimination and promoting equal access to religious rituals and knowledge. Ramanuja believed that anyone, regardless of caste or social status, could attain salvation through devotion and surrender to God. His teachings had a significant impact on breaking down barriers and promoting a more egalitarian approach to religious practice. Scriptural authority. Ramanuja emphasized the importance of scriptural authority, particularly the Vedas and the Pancharatra Agamas. He believed that these sacred texts contain divine knowledge and should guide one's spiritual journey. Ramanuja provided commentaries on the Vedas and other scriptures to help followers understand their deeper meanings and apply them in their lives. Ramanuja's legacy extends beyond his philosophical contributions. He established monastic centers in various parts of India, which became important centers for the preservation and dissemination of his teachings. His disciples and followers carried forward his philosophy, ensuring its continuity and influence across generations. Ramanuja's ideas continue to inspire millions of people, fostering devotion, inclusivity, and a deep understanding of the divine nature of reality within the Hindu tradition. In conclusion, Ramanuja's philosophy and legacy have had a profound impact on the Hindu religious landscape. His Vishishtadvaita philosophy provided a unique perspective on the relationship between God, individual souls, and the material world, reconciling the concepts of monism and dualism. Ramanuja emphasized the importance of bhakti and devotion as a means to attain spiritual liberation, inspiring countless followers to develop a personal and emotional connection with the divine. Moreover, his teachings promoted inclusivity and equality by challenging social and religious hierarchies, emphasizing the inherent worth and oneness of all beings. Ramanuja's contributions continue to shape and influence the practice of Hinduism, leaving behind a lasting legacy of philosophical depth and spiritual devotion. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories of remarkable individuals throughout history.